Hi, Sunny D. Just turn up your volume. Just turn up your volume. Hey, everybody. It's nice to see you. My name's Chris. Welcome. If you misunderstood it for being springtime, you're a lot like me because it's kind of springy. I feel very springy today. My name's Chris. It's nice to see you. Welcome to the show. Hold on. Me. Let's get that in a frame. You got to get that in a frame real quick. There we go. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. My name's Chris. Welcome to Suit Up, the show we do every Wednesday at time to take a drink, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm telling you, I got to start being a little more honest with all of you about like the condition when I start a stream, because there was a couple weeks ago that I had a guest from Amsterdam, and I kept saying he was from the Netherlands or something, and he said it to me like 4 or 5 times. He's like, Chris, I'm from Amsterdam. I'm like, right, Norway. So I don't think today's gonna be like one of those days, but it was. Did I keep saying it was Norway? It was like either I kept saying either Norway or the Netherlands or something. But we got a fantastic show for you today, everybody. Let me pull up my notes because we're always prepared. We just have to we get ourselves like halfway prepared. Thanks for the sports car, I appreciate it. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab those notey notes. There they are, the notey notes. The rundown last week had a twist to it too. Had a twist. The twist of the rundown last week was a big one. But three guests this evening. 3 guests. We have our first guest tonight. He's the premier streamer. The premier streamer. It's Mr. Blake Premier. Then we're followed up by someone who's going to give you a little nudge. She's not a streamer. She's not really a streamer, but she could be, and she's thinking about it. She's here as a relationship expert, new friend of mine. Excited to have all of you introduce yourselves, or at least have her introduce herself to all of you. Whoa! What do you think? Whoa! Whoa! What app do you think this is? I think you got the wrong stream. Thank you so much. And then for the third guest tonight, we've got the number one, the Bot Boys. Bot Boys, the CEO man himself. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the other shows in the Stack lineup. If you've been here before, you've heard about these shows. We're going to do a quick run through them. Thank you so much. Kikis, that's all I'm just going to say. Kikis, thank you very much, Kikis. That was very, very generous of you. Thank you. All right, so the current show stack, we'll just do the quick highlights of who they are. Mia, that's Monday nights at 8 p.m. She does a painting show. Make sure you check it out. She's got all the best type of brush strokeology / mixing and matching and pastel. I mean, she probably would yell at me for my color palette selection today. I'm not sure. And also Mondays at 9 p.m. you got On Air with Joff. Joff is a real life radio DJ who will feature you on air. If you have a hot take, if you have an interesting perspective on a story, Joff will feature you on the radio. I was on his last segment, and he used me as a crutch to get out of some interesting call scenarios. So it's pretty fun. Tuesday nights, we've also got Beyond Magic with Bob. Bob is an illusionist and a magician. He goes on at 7 p.m., and you can find him doing all sorts of sleights of hand, illusions, card tricks, you name it. He invites people to come into the box to be part of the trick. So if you're a fan of magic, you're a fan of illusions, make sure you check out Beyond Magic with Bob at 7 every Tuesday. Also on Tuesdays, we have Search for the Star coming up here. We've teased we've teased the announcement. Is my collar too tight? Is my collar too tight? That must be it. Okay. So coming up on Tuesdays, we have also Search for the Star with Hoops, and Hoops is leading his cast of judges on the Search for a Star. It's a talent-based show that's every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also on Tuesdays, there's Get Fit with Allie and Ashley. So after you get done seeing all the wonderful talented people, you can see Allie and Ashley also give you their talents and their workout tips. with the pineapples and pineapples. This pineapples has been going for forever. What else do we have? On Wednesdays, there's Suited Up with Chris. You're here right now. It's called How Many Times Will My Voice Crack and How Long Do I Go between my pauses. Keep count. It's a good drinking game. Thursdays, Love is Blind with Perfect Flaw at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Perfect Flaw is right there in the comments celebrating. I think I saw Hoops as well. What does she do? There's one. Perfect Flaw brings on blind daters, bachelorettes and bachelors. They compete, or I guess I shouldn't say they compete. They profess what they are looking for, and Perfect Flaw helps them find their perfect match. The twist is that they're off camera. And they give their answers. And then the data is selected based off of the content of their answers. Then there's a big reveal as people are eliminated or selected. So make sure you check out Perfect Flaw's Love is Blind at 3 p.m. every Thursday. Also Thursdays is Gore Couture with Carmen Sandiego. She's a Gore Effects makeup artist that does just that. She does makeup and effects. She's been known to take cans of soda and I was going to say McGregor. McGregor's a streamer. MacGyver. All of these things onto herself. Make sure you check out Gore Couture with Carmen Sandiego. Fridays is the rundown. That's on the Meet Me official account, but you'll unfortunately see my face again if you're looking forward to tuning into that. The rundown gives you top badge updates, contest announcements, all sorts of good stuff. Make sure you tune in. And also Saturdays is a theme stream with Holly. All right. A couple other things that we'll cover before we hop into our first guest tonight with Blake. Make sure you stay up to date with the contests. There's some great ones running. The big one right now that everyone's saying on top of mind is this one with those shoes. So depending on what platform you're on, you can win your own custom pair of Air Force Ones. So if you're a Plenty of Fish streamer, you can get that Plenty of Fish colorway, Meet Me Scout, individual colorways for each of you. Now, this past weekend, there was a very special contest. Within the contest, it was Contestception. And what happened was the top gifted person, Plenty of Fish does have the best colorway. I said that multiple times. They have the most unique. I like bold. Plenty of Fish has a very fire colorway. But there were multiple contest winners. Am I getting trolled right now? All right. Once upon a time ago, I used to not acknowledge gifts during this show, but it's just during the conversations anyway. Thanks for that. That was impressive. I don't even know what to say other than thank you. You know what? Catch the rest of the announcements on the rundown because I repeat most of them on Fridays. That's what that show highlights. But I do want to go over the winners of the shoes so far that have happened, as well as talk about the contest that's going to happen this weekend. So just to wrap things up here, okay? So the current custom pair winners who have gotten it so far have been Sam, Dax, Holly, Vivi Knows, Daddy J, Cora, Kenny, George, Karina, Wonder Woman, Flex. Is that Kyla or is that Flex? It's Kyla. Sorry, Flex. I know you're here. She has her name, your full name written out in her name. All right, Kyla and Tyler Nicole. All right, so congratulations to those 12 winners who have been officially announced. There have been some other winners. I'll let all of you know who they are as soon as those come out. Other than that, check out the contest that's going on this weekend. First of all, do you see the graphic design on that? That is some next level graphic design. Shout out to the design department on that party weekend. Don't think this is just another good old contest. There's 2 $1 million diamond first place winners. Again, two top place winners, one for males, one for females. Payout is $1 million each, paying all the way down to 32nd place. That's 64 winners. 64 winners paying all the way out to 1 million diamonds per Winner. It's incredible. It's incredible. Check out the top banner for more of that, all right? All right, no. Let's introduce our first guest tonight. He is a premier streamer. In fact, he was born with it, you could say. Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest of the night, the one and only streamer himself, Mr. Blake Premier in a suit.
Hey!
How's it going, sir?
Right. All right, I'm going to try to be maybe the first guest who nails this on the first one. Am I situated in the right place?
You look great. You're right in the right spot. You done it up.
Awesome.
We like it. Blake, this is long overdue. How you doing today?
I'm pumped. All day, I was like doing work. I was just thinking about this all day.
It's kind of like a date in a way. Then, what do I wear? What are they gonna ask me?
Yes, and I have no idea.
What if I say something dumb? That's my problem every week. Is I'm afraid of what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, good point.
But Blake, for the people who haven't had the pleasure of meeting you before, who haven't been in your stream, will you introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Blake Premier. I've always wanted to have the last name Premier, so you could say I'm living my dream. And yeah, I think if you come to my streams, like, it's just who I am. Like, I like to have fun. I like to have a good time. I like to treat everyone with like kindness and love. So yeah, that's a little bit about me and kind of my streams.
I have to say, of all of the corrections I've ever had on here, that was probably the most artfully done and most tactful correction I've ever had. So I appreciate the way you packaged that.
Did I correct you?
Well, I was calling you Blake Premier.
Oh.
And you're like, yeah. But it's a very star-studded name.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it's my showbiz name. Absolutely.
Right. It's the showbiz name, right?
Yeah.
And Blake, as far as streaming goes, how long have you been affiliated with this platform?
So it's been 4 months, but I took a month-long break. I was on a Facebook live dating show where I was going on live dates on Facebook. So that took me off the app for like a month. And then I've been consistently on here, I feel like for like 2 months after that.
Wow. Okay. What originally got you interested in live streaming?
It was through Plenty of Fish. So shout out, thank you, Plenty of Fish. You know, that's how I found out about it when I was, in my dating stage. And then I transitioned to getting the Meet Me app.
Wow. So you turned something a little more casual, just kind of poking around and seeing what's happening, into a full-time hobby, passion, career move. That's really cool.
Totally.
Now, prior to streaming and all that, you had expressed, and we had talked about that, you have an interest in, I wouldn't say performance, but production and the more business end of things, of video and content. So we talked about like other shows that you had considered prior and things that you had worked on. So where did this original interest in, I guess we'll label it as content, when did this interest in content start?
Yeah, I feel like I've always liked being social and just like throwing events and kind of like, I don't know, just bringing people in. And then I realized you could kind of do that online. So I just like enjoyed kind of like, I don't know, hanging out with my friends and then posting about it online. And yeah, just kind of like going down that avenue of more the lifestyle aspect of online.
Yeah.
And then it married perfectly with coming on Meet Me, especially with everything going on. I was just like so excited to have an avenue to like meet new people and like interact with people like that. That's really like where, you know, my happiness kind of came from.
Yeah. Does that extend into movies, TV, video, or is it more specific to lifestyle? Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, man. Because like if you were like, Blake, what's the dream? I think originally, you know, years ago, it was to be, you know, on QVC or something, like a host on QVC, like that.
Why can't I see you up there with this pair of earrings that if I call now, I'm going to get a second pair?
But I would like to make this very clear. I cannot sell ice to an Eskimo. Like, I am awful at selling things I don't like. Like, I'm telling you, I'm awful and terrible at it. But when I love something, when I like truly believe in it, that's my thing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have the stereotypical like salesman guy vibe that you sell anything, right? That's interesting. Where did this all start out for you then? What was your first stab at it? How did it go?
Of doing like hosting and stuff like
Hosting
that.
or content creation? Does this date back to elementary school, college, after?
I feel like probably after college, just when I was like trying to figure out my career. Yeah, I just started liking like what was going on online, and then just being able to like tell a story online is kind of what like got me that. But then I love talking. I love expressing my love for like product, and so
Mm,
I feel like that was the transition from like working in the business world to then working in marketing and be able to like speak about a product online or speak about something I love.
sure. What is something then that you can get behind? Because you mentioned you don't like to sell unless it's something you're passionate about, and that when you do get revved up about something, it's all engines go. So what does get you excited?
I'm like, let's see. Okay, like for example, these.
Oh, I thought you had a list. I was like, let me tell you, but it's
No, I was like, all right, let me put myself on the spot right here. Like, okay, these things, these like chili spice mangoes from Trader Joe's, they're like absolutely delicious. Like super sweet, but like a little spicy, but spicy with purpose. Like every bite, I'm like, oh yeah, that made like total sense why they added that much chili. So yeah, you know. So
I love it in my mind when I was teeing up that question. I thought you'd say something like, "Well, growing up, I really loved this sport and I was passionate about it," or
mm,
"Art has always been so." And then you pull out chili mango snacks. And you're like, "Let me tell you about how these chili mango snacks, with every
delicious.
bite, have
You know.
changed my life."
I speak the truth. I speak the
You
truth.
speak, have you heard about the chili mango? Now, where are those available, Blake? If they're so good, we need.
Uh, Local Trader Joe's and Trader Joe's around the country, except for Alaska. I don't think they have them.
Okay, that's a hot commodity. It
Yeah.
can't exist up there. Okay. Uh, Now, down back to the content piece, though. Uh, what have been some projects, or what have been some areas that you've been excited to work on? Things that you feel have been a success, or that you're looking forward to in any of the three?
Oh, well, I was very involved with like the smart home movement. Even behind me is like these. I guess I could have sold like these lights
Mhm.
that kind of like change colors, and like that was my life for a while. I was like helping create smart homes and like talking about smart homes, and I really got into the lifestyle of it. So like how a home could like make you calm, like music could come on that keeps you chill, lights could dim, or there
Yeah,
could be like party time, like fun music, fun life. So like I feel like I've always like navigated to more of the like the lifestyle aspect of like content and like what it actually means for someone's life.
yeah, yeah. Are you familiar with the Disney original film Smart Home?
Oh my, yeah. I'm gonna
There's
say
smart,
over a
smart house,
thousand
smart house.
times.
Yeah. When
Yeah,
when you said that you were early on the bandwagon and a big fan, my mind for one moment wanted to believe that you were binge watching Disney original channel content.
yeah. I mean, I always wish I was like starred in that show, but
You
never
could
happened.
have. You've
I
got the right
know.
look and the right chemistry. What of the three, between Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney, did you have a favorite one
Oh,
that
Nickelodeon, absolutely.
really
Rugrats. Yeah,
that was a quick, that was like a snap decision.
I feel like I'm a I grew up '90s baby. I feel like for the '90s babies in here, we all go we all go Nickelodeon.
Like it. What is the most '90s thing that you still like to hold on to, or that you?
Oh, I can tell you right now. Oh, I wish I had it with me. I do. Man, I really did not plan these props, but they're just here. I've got a '90s. I swear, like
Blake keeps everything that means something at all times within reaching distance. Yeah.
yeah, the jean jacket. I'll always kind of rock the look. I'll admit it. I'm a fan of the Backstreet Boys and Sync. In fact, there's rumors I might be in a Backstreet Boy and Sync battle coming up soon. So yeah,
Ooh. Well,
that's my
let's
thing.
let's hop on that for a moment. Then you have been on the platform. You mentioned about 4 months.
Yep.
Great content. Let's dive into a little bit of what you do in your live stream. So, what type of content, what type of things have you found have been working or have been exciting for you?
First, I think I get into like mindset. Like every time I stream, I think I'm like, this is a party, and like I'm super excited to like host a party, and it's just like the party guy in me. So I'm like, yo, everyone, like, come on, like, what's going on? Like, how are you? I
Mhm.
love making connections. So like, if you come into my stream, like, I love introducing you to someone new if I've never seen you before. So I feel like that's like the environment you'll feel. Um, And that's kind of like when I don't have a set theme. But then I also have like a couple shows I do on my stream as well.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about those. So what are the shows? What are the things that you have planned that you do?
So this came about because I would have the date box on, and anytime someone would come in the date box with a pet, like people would go nuts. Like they would not care about me. They wouldn't care about the person. They'd be like, "Oh, who's that dog?" or like, "Who's that cat?" And I was like,
Yeah.
maybe I should do a little pet happy hour. So I started this like 2 months ago, and it's been like super fun. Last week we had baby ducks, we had a baby, yeah, we had kittens, we had puppies, we had like someone who had like a baby donkey, like.
I feel like that's like cheat codes where if you know, like in a video game, if you want to get something cool or do something easy,
True.
I feel like like kittens and puppies and baby ducks are like life cheat codes for just automatic good stuff.
Like I said, I treat my streams like a party. I'm just having a sweet petting zoo. Like you're coming to the party and you get to have like, who doesn't like a petting zoo? Like with like, we've had rabbits. So that's, yeah, every Wednesday night.
I don't know if you've ever been at a party where there's a dog or a cat present, but it completely changes the dynamic of what happens. So
True.
if you're putting that all together in your live stream, it has to be success.
Yeah, so it's every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific time. So usually like right after your show is when it happens.
Yeah. Okay. What else have you been doing in your streams that has been working?
And then the truth of me, you know, I'm a single man looking for love. So I do the date box. You know, you never know. So I do the date box and open my heart to the possibility of finding someone special.
Yeah.
And then I do a show around dating as well. So my friend, she's amazing. Her name's Dr. Morgan. She's a clinical psychologist, a relationship coach. And every Thursday night, we do a dating talk show. And it's like really fun because like not only do we talk, but we invite guests up. Last week we had like 7 guests. It was like nonstop. People like, and anyone can come up, ask a question they have about dating, and then you get like Dr. Morgan to like give advice. So it's like a dating talk show.
Wow. As far as content goes, you know, it's been a long time since I've really dove into like dating and this platform, because many people perceive it as like a live streaming app, at least from this side, while others see it as a dating app. So how was it for you when you first joined? Did you perceive it to be more of dating but live, or just give us your hot take?
Sure. It's why immediately when I went into the live section of Plenty of Fish, I like pretty quickly transitioned to Meet Me, because I first saw it as more of a social app. Like that's what like caught me and like wanted me to like invest time in it, was like the social aspect.
Sure.
But again, I feel like you could meet a special someone at a party. And so again, that's how I felt. Like I'm hosting these parties, I'm hosting these events. Someone may know someone, or like someone may come into the party I've never met before. I should open up that possibility.
Yeah. Like, I mean, if we had to break it down, what are some of the criteria that you look for? So if you're saying that, hey, I'm on here, I'm an eligible bachelor, what does a fine gentleman such as yourself, you know, have on the list?
Well, honestly, that's why this platform like has a lot of appeal to me too in that aspect, because I want me and my future partner to be like that really social couple. So like I'm looking for that. I'm looking for like a social couple who like wants to meet new people and like wants to throw events. Like that's my dream partnership with my wife, is like we throw parties, like, and we throw events. And then also, of course, you know, sweetness, kindness, you know, all that. But I think that's the separator for me, is like I'm looking for someone like who's super social and like wants to throw events with me.
Like the Gatsby's, only there's no car being run over. That's like the part we'll avoid. But the other part, the party part.
Yeah. Exactly. Sure.
Right. Do you sail?
No. Do you?
No, he did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
That would have been awesome.
So see, it's nothing like the Gatsby's. You're totally fine. You're totally fine. I don't know. You strike me as someone who, if you said to me, "I am an avid boater," I would go, "I see that. I can see that." Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would be something that would be surprising that we might not guess? That's a talent or a passion of yours.
Ooh, something you guys may not guess.
That we may not guess. That we may not guess. I apologize.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, we do a lot of karaoke in my stream, so maybe you'd be surprised at my dance moves to Backstreet Boys. But other than that, yeah, I feel like
Are
most
you
people.
are you the first to the dance floor at a wedding?
Absolutely. In fact, I'm like the wedding's best person. Like, I'm the first to the dance floor. I get people to the dance floor, and I always give water to the bride and groom.
What? This is MVP of
Yeah,
any
yeah.
social function. This is
Seriously.
MVP. It's Blake's social function is who this is. Blake, as we start to move towards the final portion of our conversation, I'd like
Yeah.
to know, is there anything that you're passionate about, specifically that you'd like to talk about? I'd like to gear this more towards the things that are specific to you.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out a couple of things about me. One is my dad was mayor of Miami. So I grew up like the son of a mayor of Miami. And like growing up with that taught me everything about building community, about like caring about the people around you. And I'm so fortunate for that experience. And I take that with everything I do.
Yeah.
So that might be something people don't know about me. I don't talk about it too much, but I'm forever grateful. I was like, I grew up with like the mayor as my dad. Like I aspire to be that someday in my life.
Sure.
So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up as something that has impacted the man I am.
Had you ever considered yourself getting into politics?
I know, right? So the way my dad did it was he became very successful in business and then he got involved in politics. And I kind of like that path of like becoming a very successful person who's in business, you're employing people, you're like, yeah, you're impacting people's lives with that and then transitioning. So if that's my roadmap, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm going down that road.
So maybe someday down the line.
Maybe someday. Definitely like local politics for sure. Yeah.
I don't know why. I was thinking of Parks and Recreation, and and you somehow fitting into that whole dynamic of Blake on Parks and Rec. So Blake, I guess let's drift into a couple more things here. In your free time, when you're not live streaming, who is Blake off of the app?
Honestly, I'm this dude. Like, and yeah, I mean, this is why Mimi means so much to me is because, like, again, I'm an extrovert. I love being social. So it's like, for me, I get my energy when I'm surrounded by others. So within my free time before the pandemic, I really was like hosting events. I was planning events. I was like part of a marketing association where we planned marketing events. So like, that's my like fun. So without it, I kind of like, I do work and then I stream and like, again, I just like me being surrounded by people is my heaven. Like that's my happy place.
Yeah. Yeah. That's an extrovert to the T. So
yeah,
I resonated with it. Well, Blake, when do you go live? So if people would like to catch you, if they'd like to favorite you, follow up, be part of the party, maybe see some baby ducks, when can they tune in to see you regularly?
I'll quickly say this. So when I first started streaming, I was a little more sporadic, but I noticed as I stream like every day, that's when I started to really grow on the app. Two ways to grow. One is like streaming every day and then also like, supporting the people around you. So now I stream every day, usually around 7 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah.
Okay. So 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
Okay. And obviously, as you've been growing and moving forward and progressing as a streamer, there's that title, that top badge title. Is that something that you've paid much mind to, something that you're after, could come or go? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, when I first started, again, it was just such a great outlet for me. I wasn't even considering it. But now as I've progressed and I've seen, and I've learned more about the app, I'm not going to lie, Top Badge would be incredible. Like, it would be really cool. And the best part about it is, like, the people who are, like, in my streams and around me, they're the ones who encourage me to, like, go for it. And that's kind of what lets me know I'm on the right path. It's like, it's not just, like, my idea. It's, like, the people around me.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be more of a community achievement.
Yeah. Oh,
I understand. Well, we're rooting for you. So if you want to catch Blake, make sure that you give him a favorite. Where do this is new.
Yeah.
Am I pointing? Okay. Give him a favorite right there at the top where it says guest. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Blake.
Oh, thank you. I do have my list. I do have my list of thank yous.
Oh, do you know what?
If that's okay. Oh, and Andre, okay. this is going to be super quick. Audrey just gave me 2 crowns, which makes her the queen of the stream, which I do on my streams. And I bring this up, not just that was really awesome of her, but to say, like, when you're having fun on your streams, you're making it like a fun time. Like, that's, I feel like when the app really becomes like a really great time. So thank you, Audrey. All right, I'm going to do this super quick. So I got to shout out the OGs who've been with me from the start. Leia, Karma, MXO, Bo, Joshi, NorCal. I love you guys. And then I got to support my amazing friends like Houston, Jameson, Joshy Boy, Brandy, Andrea, Chop, the Chad, Kim, Perfect Flaw, Sean, Travis, like so many others, Tatiana, like so many others. But I really had to say thank you. Because again,
I like you so much, man. No one's ever come. I've done this a year and like 8 months, something like that. It's been a hot minute that I've been doing this. I've never had someone come on with prepares with thank yous prepared. I love that. That's amazing.
All right, man. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, man. What an amazing chance to like see everyone and say hello.
No, you're professional. You're a great personality, caring person. I was so happy that you agreed to be on this. Thank you so much for coming on.
All right, man. Have a great rest of your show. Love you guys.
See you soon, man. Thank you. All right, hey, that's Blake, everybody. The one and only. The one and only. My cheeks hurt because I keep add to the thank you list, and he brings on puppies and ducks. I mean, what's not to love? All right, this time, if a little nudge, if you'd like to request the box like we rehearsed, let me know. I'm not sure if you've arrived yet, but go ahead and request the box how we practiced yesterday. And Bop, if you want to go ahead and get on that queue, please let me know. But everyone, my name's Chris. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is a show that we do every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a talk show. I'm so proud of you. Boom, you're right there. You did it. You'll understand why in just a moment, everyone. But this is a show we do every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a talk show. We have a little fun here and we joke around and get to know each other. Now, on that note, as you know, we bring in streamers, we bring in up-and-comers, we also bring in talented individuals and people with interesting and unique stories. This next guest is someone newer to the platform, but definitely has an interesting story, and is full of energy and has a few wordy facts about them that you might be interested in. Ladies and gentlemen, our second guest tonight, a little nudge.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Hi, good. I did it.
You did it. I'm so proud of you. It's
Cheers to me.
Cheers to you. Hang on. I don't even have to keep it off camera. Cheers.
Cheers.
If I may request of you, if you can scoot to the other side, because currently I'm blocking you. I want to make sure that you.
Oh, you're not on mine. Okay.
Yeah, it's mirrored. It's mirrored. So you'll have to, bam. There you go.
Really?
You
Okay.
Yeah, you're right there. Hey, so how are you doing today?
I'm good.
Yeah. This is a little bit different than our first time meeting.
It is.
Yeah.
I couldn't decide whether to go for sexy librarian or not, so I have the option.
Either option, I think, is the right option as long as you feel good about it. Is that bad advice? You're the advice professional.
Great advice.
Okay. Today's a good day. I'm feeling chipper. It's good. All right. So, Erica, for all the people who have not met you before, will you introduce yourself?
I'm Erica. Yeah, I run a business helping people with online dating. So, what does that mean? That means I write profiles for people. I take their pictures or help them pick their pictures.
Yeah.
I help them send messages. I set up their dates for them. I either give people the tools to do online dating or I sort of do it for them. But my thing is, I don't care whether people do online dating or not, but if you're going to, I want to make sure you're doing it well.
Yeah, that makes sense. The history of this is part of what makes it exciting, I think, because you're not a newcomer to this space. You've been a part of it for some time. Can you give us a little bit of context around that?
Yeah, so I was a really early adopter of online dating. I don't want to say what year I started, but it was a long time ago. And it was before anyone did online dating. And I'm like, this just seems cool, you know. And my background is actually in economics. So this is the very abridged version, but I took two things I really liked, dating and spreadsheets, and put them together and I started tracking my own online dating results in a spreadsheet. Like, what's my response rate? You know, if I write, what's the probability that someone is going to like me or respond back? What's my conversion rate? Sorry, I keep getting distracted by the chat. I'll try not to read.
It's okay. It's exciting. It's different. It's different than a Zoom call.
It is very different than a Zoom call. So anyway, and then I was tracking my conversion rate. Like, if somebody writes back, do we go on a date? And I was making little tweaks to improve the results, you know, a shorter profile or a shorter message, changing the language, all of that, and got really good at it. So then my friends started asking me for help, you know, write my profile. What are you doing that I'm not? So I started helping them. And on the one hand, I was working in finance, and it was not, I don't belong in a cubicle. And on the other hand, I was helping friends and really enjoying it. So almost 9.5 years ago, I quit my job and started my business.
Wow. So 9.5. We'll call it 10. Just around about 10.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Almost 10. Okay, 9.5. she. I forget. You're very analytical and numbers oriented. So for me to round up may be taboo.
Anyway.
Yeah. What is, in your eyes, what has been the evolution of online dating or online dating profiles? How have you seen it change over this past decade?
When I started the business, there was no Tinder. There were no dating apps. And so I was writing mainly Match.com and eHarmony profiles. And then in 2012, that's when Tinder came out. And then all of the rest followed. So profiles got a lot shorter. People were looking at their phones more than they were looking at their laptops. So a lot changed. So I had to adapt to that in terms of, I don't want, people have short attention spans. So I need to write profiles now that are short enough to capture someone's attention, but long enough that they actually mean something to someone. So a lot has changed.
Wow. What would you say has been consistent in the fact of
people consistently make the same mistakes. It doesn't matter what year it is or what platform. I mean, people make a lot of the same mistakes on the pictures and in the profile, and it's that is not going to change. Luckily for me, there will always be a need to help people with online dating.
Yeah. Let's do a little bit of a hot take here, since things have stayed consistent and there have been some.
Is that a hot take?
It can be consistent in their mistakes. What are some of the most common things that you see that come up where people can make an immediate fix or improve their online dating presence?
They write something negative in their profile. So like, I'm not looking for this. I'm not looking for this. I don't want a drama queen. I don't want someone who voted for Trump. Even if you agree with all of those things, it comes off as so negative, and it really turns most people off.
Sure.
In the pictures, oh my God, where to start? How much time do we have?
I think we've got a lot of time for this. It's very relevant to the audience.
People overshare. Really, really overshare. I mean, I posted yesterday on my Instagram. So my Instagram is all, you just started following me.
It's good stuff.
It's all bad profiles and messages. And I mean, people way overshare. And so, keep your body parts to yourself. Just pictures of, you just want to show how you're going to look when you show up on a date. Nothing more, nothing less. So I would avoid big group shots because people don't take the time to figure out which one you are. And if they do, they probably think your friend is hotter.
Hard. It can be harsh but true. It can be harsh but true. Yeah.
True. So let's see. Shirtless pictures for men. Don't do that.
It's a no.
Okay. You work hard on your body. That's fine for you. But now put clothes on and show off.
On that note, I think that stems from a misconception from, in this case, it would be a male and how they believe that they should portray themselves.
Correct. It is a misconception. I feel like one day I need to start a website for men to just compliment other men. Like, yo, dude, you're so swole. So, yeah, it's not
Hey, King, you look good in that shirt.
yeah, it's nice six pack, dude. It's just not appealing to women. Like I always say, and this sounds dirty, and I don't mean for it to. We don't want to see how the sausage is made. We just want to see the sausage.
Yeah, I
make a lot of weird analogies. I made an analogy about mashed potatoes today to a client. So not all food analogies, but a lot of them.
You are the relationship expert, and I'm here just to help be a conduit for the knowledge. That's it. No, you're the best there. You're the best. Okay, we're setting sail on a learning adventure, is what's happening. Yeah, that's.
You sure? Okay, sorry.
Yes. Let's go over. We've talked about some of the misconceptions and not do's and to do's. Mm-hmm. What have been some of your favorite success stories in this past 10 years? What have you seen that's been a success story, and what role do you feel that you played in it?
When people open up their mind a little bit, like I have a lot of clients who come in and they have this laundry list of things they want, and they will not go outside that list, and they are hurting themselves. Because we all have a thing in our head we think we want, but then when it comes down to it, is that what we really want, or is that what we're programmed to think we want, or is that what we've had in the past, or is that what we've never had? And my most successful clients are the ones who let me do my job and suggest people who I think might be a good fit based on who you are. And it's those clients who have the most success, the ones who are open-minded and who will meet anyone, and even if it's a bad date, it's not that bad because you've met a new person. Those are the people who do the best, and the people who are patient and realize like this is a process. Like I always say, if you were job searching and you went to 3 interviews and didn't get one, you wouldn't be like, working's not for me.
Yeah.
Why people quit with the dating or get so tired so quickly is hard for me to understand, because if this is one of the most important decisions you're going to make in your life, it should take time. So I always talk about my client, Amy, who her now partner, it was her 26th date through me. I set her up on that many dates, and number 26 is the lucky guy, right? And I tell people that story because she had patience. I don't know if you're going to connect on date 2, on your second date with someone, or your 26th. So you have to go through the process to find that.
Yeah. There was something interesting that you were saying at the beginning there, was that it's the people who are open to it who find the most success. And I think part of that can play into, I've heard of expectations being too low or setting the bar too low, but there's also setting the bar too high. Do you believe that that's true, that a bar can be set too high?
I'm going to answer that differently.
Okay.
I always tell people you have to hold yourself to the same standard as the person you're looking for. Mm-hmm. So I have people all the time who want someone, for lack of better words, a little better than them. Sure. But I have to say, fitter, smarter, makes more, whatever. I have to say you have to hold yourself to that standard. Because why would this person be looking, I'm nice, but, and I don't say the second part, but people usually get it when I say, are you holding yourself to the standard of the person you're looking for? And if the answer is no, then they have to look internally. Like I have clients all the time who, for better or for worse, a lot of men, body type is something they're looking for in a woman. Someone fit, whatever you want to call it.
Sure.
And I'll look at them sometimes. I'm trying to be sweet here. And I'll look at them and but you haven't done any work on yourself. So why is that? Why do you feel, I don't want to say entitled, but why do you feel like this person would be looking for you? So that's the advice I give. So I don't think people set their standards too high or too low, but have you thought about it? Have you thought there are 2 sides of the equation? Who you're looking for, and then who's looking for you?
Yes. Yeah. It has to be reciprocal. Exactly. What would you say to someone who's using this platform to potentially find someone? What would be one hot take or one hot tip that you could give them? They go into a live stream. What would be a do and a don't of that first interaction?
Wear pants. I would say is a good one.
Okay, that seems fair. They can't see you. You're just in the comments. You're just in the comments.
Oh, right. I mean, same as the profile. Just stay positive and, be constructive. Don't talk for talking's sake. I wouldn't bring up COVID because people are looking to date as an escape from all the things that are going on in the world. Talk about anything else. Talk about wait for dinner. Anything else. But not how's quarantine treating you. I mean, that's like the same as what's up now. Don't do that. So just be positive and don't be someone you're not. Be yourself. Like, kind of like Blake was saying before, like, this is me. Same thing with me. Like, this is me. What you get on this is the same as when I'm coaching clients, which is the same as when I'm going out with friends. Like, just bring your real self.
Mm-hmm. If someone's interested, in fact, before we even ask this question, we as in me, what would you say is a good answer or a way to overcome the stigma of receiving professional help when finding a partner? Because I think, this is coming from me, as my belief that there might be a negative stigma around having to have help in something.
Okay, but if you meet someone, it was worth it, right? If you have more success, I mean, look, I have an accountant because I don't do my own accounting. What's wrong with seeking help where you need it if it actually helps? Like, I had my second coaching call today on Zoom with a client. He's in California. Never met him. We just did this. And I helped him with Hinge. And he texted me today that he already got 2 matches, which is 2 more than he had gotten in the last month. And so to him, like, if you're weighing your costs and benefits, okay, maybe it's a little embarrassing that he hired someone, but the benefit is he's gonna go on dates now. So who cares?
Yeah, I like it. If someone's interested in contacting you or thinks that this service could be for them, what would be the best way to reach you?
AlittleNudge.com.
Mm-hmm.
So a little nudge, or info@alittle.nudge.com, or Instagram @alittle.nudge. What else? Everything at a little nudge.
A little nudge. Where does that all come from? What is a little nudge?
Oh, I give people a little nudge in online dating.
Yeah.
A little push. A little shove. A kick in the pants.
I like it. I like it. Okay. Obviously, you're professional and you're great at helping with the dating advice. But I know a lot of interesting things about you outside of that, just from our brief interaction yesterday. One of them being that my first name is worth less points than yours. Yeah? Is that what it was?
I didn't count your whole first name. I just counted the C.
Oh, just the C. Just the C.
Because I was drinking out of my Scrabble mug, and E is just 1 point in Scrabble. C is more than that.
I need to work on my vocabulary game because you are a word savant. Yeah,
I would say that's accurate.
Okay, explain. What is the background on this?
No background. I like words. So I also like math though. But I compete in these pun competitions, and you heard that right, pun. Actually, last night I was in one. It was based in California, so it was really late here. I'm on the East Coast. That was fun. Where you basically come up with a topic and then bing, bang, boom, you like rapid fire puns back and forth.
Can you give us an example?
Yeah, give me a topic.
Pink
now I have to prove myself, but
we didn't rehearse this. Clothing, suits, clothing, suit.
Okay, well, overall, I feel like this interview is going pretty well. That's right, britches.
I'm actually mad at myself that I laughed at that because that was one of those things where you.
If it weren't going well, I'd be like, this sucks.
Oh my Lord. Do you recommend these on a first date? Because I feel like I'd get walked out on if I started launching these jokes.
I know, it's amazing. All of these people buying you gifts, that's suspender.
You are a comedian. This is good.
Right, brah? Get it. Brah.
I feel like I just got I don't know, tricked. It was like some sort of, you're like a magician where you were like a
God,
ninja,
it
just
just comes
ready.
out of like the depths of my brain.
You were like hiding in the shadows with all of this, and then left with all this talent.
I don't. Thanks.
Do you have any other?
Well, should I keep going or should we halter? Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done now. I promise. That was like
That's actually really good. Have you won? Have you ever won a competition? I imagine you had to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Is there like a hall of fame for punters or punt?
It's a pretty close knit group, I would say.
Is there like Jeff from Arkansas and you're a regular?
Well, we all have pun names. So my pun name is Lexicon.
Oh wow.
I know. Should I see myself out?
No. Oh no. What is it? Is it like how do you even all meet? How do you even find this type of society?
There are competitions in a lot of major cities. So I compete in DC, New York. There's an annual one in Austin. And then through Zoom, I've been able to do some from the West Coast now too.
Wow. We'll check you out. Do you have any other
I'm in one
talents?
tomorrow night, but it's called the Punderdome. I'm not competing though. I'm just reciting a pun monologue I wrote.
Oh, it's like an exhibition.
I'm not an exhibitionist, but yes.
Okay, it's not an exhibition.
It is. It's fun. It's all good.
Okay, I don't know if I just implied something that got me in trouble. Okay. Do you have any other talents? Any other things that you'd like to share or go over?
Really? I'm supposed to brag?
I mean, this is me giving you the
Okay.
tea and everything for it.
I mean, I do a lot of things. I sing.
Wow.
I sing the national anthem at sporting events sometimes when there are sporting events.
Wow.
I design crossword puzzles.
Yeah, someone has to do that, don't they?
I'm like a real nerd.
No,
Yeah,
it's good.
My life goal is to get one published in the New York Times. So one day.
That would be really cool.
It would
Wow.
be cool. And I have a really cute dog. So,
Do you want to grab the dog?
yep.
It's always good content to have an animal. So why
He's giving me side-eye.
not? Look at this pup,
No.
and it's got a collar with a fish on it. This is great. It's good content.
No.
All right, all right, Erica. Any last tricks, tips, topics, things that you'd like to cover, whether it deals with dating, yourself, anything at all?
Yeah, I do have a podcast if people like to hear funny dating stories with some advice. It's called So We Met Online, and my co-host and I tell our own stories and then give advice. So
Would you like to share one now?
share one what?
Share a story, a story.
Oh, no. Listen to the
okay.
podcast.
You have to tune in to find out. It's
Do it
exclusive
justice right
content. It's exclusive content.
now. Exactly.
Okay, we like it. What's the name one more time?
So We Met Online.
So we met online.
Anywhere you find your podcasts, listen, rate us, review us. We have like 85 episodes out. So
Wow,
yeah, I'm prolific.
that you are. Do you ever find that your jokes just go over someone's head and then?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like that's
but
happened.
I laugh at my own, so it's like at least someone's laughing.
I'm becoming increasingly self-conscious as we talk because I feel like you're saying things and I'm not getting the joke, and I'm just like, carry on.
No, it's like, even if I were gonna say something smart, it's balanced out by the wine, which slows me down. So
Okay.
who the heck is Jim B, by the way? Because everyone has talked about him in the chat.
Who's Jim B? Jim, I don't know. He's a rumor, really. He's the myth, the man, the myth, the legend.
Okay, because there's been a lot of talk about Jim B.
Oh, Jim B. How should Jim B. is the boss. That's who he is.
Oh,
Jim. It's the B actually stands for boss. He's Jim Boss.
that's a great name.
It is.
Oh, fun fact. You know what they call it when your name is your job?
Is this going to be a pun?
No. It's the real word for it. It's called an aptronym. If like your last name is your job.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
so
is
if
this?
you were like Chris Stream, or if I were like Erica Date.
Matcher or something.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. It's an aptronym?
I always find that so neat.
That is neat.
Thank you.
I've never been so impressed and intimidated at the same time in this box.
I'm not sure whether to say thank you or you're welcome.
Both. I love it. I love it. Okay, well, I've had a fantastic time with you.
Me too. This was fun. You
this
look
is-
very nice in your suit.
Thank you. Do I
And
look
you ever
like?
complimented my dress. Thank you. It's not a dress. I'm wearing gym pants on the bottom, but thank you.
No. I feel like I look like a pastel palette just got dumped on
You
a.
look like Easter.
Yeah, but that's that's what I was saying. I look like I was just talking to my roommate saying I look like Easter.
You
Yeah.
do. You look like Easter. You look like you're about to do an egg roll thing. Not egg roll like Chinese food. Egg roll like.
Right. Okay. My grandma liked it, so that's fine. I'd really go clothes shopping with my mom and my grandma. They're watching right now.
They are?
They're
Oh,
mildly
man.
offended. I can
They're
guarantee
gonna
them.
use some of those. They're gonna use some of those clothing jokes on you.
I get a post-stream text every show. You will be included in that text, and she's gonna say that Erica woman. I don't know.
So you tell me. You write me later and tell me what she had to say.
I will let you know.
The moms love me. What can I say?
Yeah, right. Are there any other last things you'd like to share, Erica, before we wrap up for the day?
No, just.
I feel like we could talk for forever. Dude,
I
packed
think
the
we
stories.
could. I think we could. But thank you for having me.
Well, it's been
I look forward
decided.
to
You
seeing all
have.
of you later, and feel free to follow my Instagram. It's laughably sad and funny.
Hmm. Well, it's been decided that you have to be a streamer now. You're a crowd favorite.
Oh,
Everyone
is that
loves-
right?
Yeah,
Well,
everyone loves this.
we'll see. I am gonna go on Instagram and do a live right now while I have makeup on. So, I mean, you gotta
That's
like.
the wrong platform.
Sorry, my bad. But you gotta like multitask when you actually get dressed and put makeup on these days.
You took it in broad daylight and you smacked me in the face.
What I said was, I love Meet Me.
Yeah, that one.
Sorry, my
I
bad.
can't believe you.
No, sorry.
Yes. All right, Erica. Before we get in trouble, it's
Am
so
I
good.
fired? Okay.
No, your dress looks great. Okay. All right, goodbye, Erica. It's nice seeing
Goodbye.
you. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. Much love.
Bye.
All right, bye.
How do I get rid of myself?
I'll get rid of you. I look very much like a pastel painting. The question is, what is the inlay like? It's just blue today. It's just blue. It's not I normally have like a nice inseam. I said inlay. There's normally like a nice inseam where there's like butterflies or something. But yeah, we'll go with it. Anyway, that's Erica, everyone. She's a relationship coach, a relationship expert, and a word ninja. Be careful. She premiere tonight. We've had Blake premiere. We had Miss Erica / a little nudge because she's nudge you over the edge with her great jokes. And lastly, we're gonna bop. We're gonna bop around, ladies and gentlemen. I've known this man longer than I've seen him because I've been saying his name for a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and the only. Bop, what is happening with your camera?
I was trying to adjust it a little bit.
Oh, there you go. Can I get you to jump over a little bit to the side?
Which way? This way?
The other way. The other way.
Other way. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There you are, Bob. Dude, how's it go? Actually, can I get? I think something might be going on, or maybe it's just because I have you big. Never mind. Yeah, you're coming in clear. Never mind. It was just a little bit grainy at first for me. We're all good now. All right. So
It's good. You can hit me and everything. I could get on another device if that's better.
it's just a little bit blurry.
Okay. Let me get on the other device. I'm gonna come in on.
Okay. I will see how much time I can fill. All right. One second. We're gonna go ahead and resume with Bot Boys. But if you have not favorited the two guests that have come on so far, make sure that you do. They're both wildly entertaining in their own ways. You got Blake Premier right there. Erica just left us to go somewhere else. She admitted in broad daylight, she took the CD of Our Feelings and scratched it. Anyone who knows that reference gets a lot of bonus points. Big shout out to all the gifters so far today. Big shout out to K-Arc, to whoever this VIP is. They don't have a name. It's just VIP in a blank picture. This is the most low-key VIP could be. It's like a contradiction. It's a paradox. And then we've got Nicole. Nicole, thank you to the top 3 gifters today. All right, we got Bop back, everybody. We've got Bop. Ladies and gentlemen, Bop, how's it going, man? There you go.
Peaceful, Chris. How you feeling?
Peaceful. I'm having a good time. My cheeks hurt. I've been laughing so much today. So.
I've been laughing with you.
Bob, you are a man.
Before you get started, Chris, I just want to pay homage, man, to that queen that was just in a box, man. She amazing. I love her energy, her vibe. I definitely faved her, man. I hope she does a lot more streaming on Meet Me.
Right. She's got the personality, and
yeah, she really does.
I don't know that there could be someone who has more knowledge that could apply to a lot of people who download this.
Facts.
Good choice. But Bob, you're a man of a lot of talents yourself, and you've been doing many big things lately. So real quick, just to hop to it, can you introduce yourself? Let everybody know who you are.
Well, I'm Bob Boy, CEO, the head and founder of Bob Nation within the app. I'm on POF. I've been streaming for like 4 months, man. We have the largest family in the app, one of the strongest families within this app, and it's coming to make.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's an understatement, because in the few months that you've been on, you're now one of the top performers on the leaderboard. As I mentioned, I've known you longer than I've seen you, because I've been saying who you are on those leaderboard announcements way before I actually saw you in a stream. So about four months ago, what was going on with life? How did you wind up with POF live streaming?
Honestly, I've been in tune with the app POF for quite some time. I just, it had never really been my thing. I'm kind of a more active and everyday life type of person. You know what I mean? Versus, filming my life. And I just so happened to click on the app. And I saw a new feature on it that I had never seen before. So I clicked on it. And I started navigating, I started reading about it, going into the details of it, just to get a better understanding of the realm that I was stepping into. And man, once I understood what it was, and I got over 100 lives, just thanks to people.
Yeah.
I said, let me see what it's like to go live. So I went live, and the rest is history.
Had you had any sort of experience in social media before? Any type of background in entertainment?
Well, entertainment. BOP actually was an entertainment company that I started back in 2010, throwing concerts, shooting videos, and doing commercials.
Oh, wow.
So I'm actually like very in tune with the entertainment industry, like all over the country.
Okay.
But I hadn't done anything with that company in a while, so it had kind of just been sitting and just laying dormant. But BOP is something that I came up with even years before that. And BOP stands for Billionaires on Paper. You know what I mean? And it's a beginning and an ending. It's like every person that's a part of Billionaires on Paper is like their billionaire spirit when they come to Bop. And when they leave Bop, when it's all said and done, because of the things and the focus that I have for all of us on a whole grander scale of just us existing, is when it's all said and done, we will all be billionaires on paper. Like it's a like I said, it's a beginning and an ending.
So it's like a manifestation of the goal in the name.
The only way a goal can manifest is to
you gotta write it out. You gotta write it out and aspire to it. I love it. Okay. Where did that hunger come from, where you said, you know what, I need to get these things laid out so that I can start this movement or start this family? Where did that motivation come from? Why did you want it?
Yeah, honest, man. I have children, and I love them in an unimaginable way. And it's like I sit back and I look at what the world is and what it's becoming, daily. And life not promised to nobody. So with that said, it's like I have to do my part in making sure that like my impact in this world is impactful enough to where my children is embraced with the same love and respect I was, if not more, whether I'm here or not. You know what I mean? When I say my children, I understand that it's bigger than just the children that come from me. You know, I look at life in a very different way than most people. You know, I pay attention to things that a lot of people don't pay attention to. And because of that, I love in an unimaginable way. And with that, it's like, you know, I understand my responsibility to this world and I accept it. So
Sure.
I move according to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is there anything that you feel like has happened in your life or that has given you that perspective where you feel like you see things different or want things different?
I mean, honestly, Chris, just what I come from, man. I'm a black male. I'm from Chicago. You know, and they portray Chicago all over the media as a war zone, you know. So it's, you know, it's a war zone, and it's been that way long before I got here. You know what I mean? It's just different. It's levels to everything in life. And with that said, you know, I come from, man, a rough place. You know,
Sure.
and with that place being what it is, of course, it has a different dynamics when it comes to the levels of growth as you progress through it. You know what I mean? And with that said, I pride myself, man, on being a person who rather consuming myself with, you know, the emotional aspects of what I've been through and telling the story of even what I've been through is more so expounding in the aspects of what I've learned.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the greatest lesson is gonna live.
Sure. Yeah, there's an adage or a saying that I really like. It goes, a fool doesn't learn from their own mistakes. A smart person learns from their own mistakes. A wise person learns from the mistakes of others. And so it sounds like you've adopted that in many ways, where you're trying to take the things that you have seen that would not be constructive, avoided them so that you could do great things yourself. I'm interested to know, with the Bop Entertainment, when you were doing advertising, marketing, that type of work, how did that go for you? Was there anything that you achieved through that surprised you or that you're really proud of?
Honestly, man, when I started the company, it took off way quicker than I imagined it to. And because it took off so quick, I was forced to slow things down just to apply more structure to it, to make sure, you know, I was implementing the people who, you know, had work to be implemented. And man, it was a blessed situation. Honestly, what slowed me down in it is I started going through a personal situation with my grandfather. He was dying of cancer. And at the time I was living like outside of Chicago in another city. And I was traveling back and forth every day, you know, trying to nurse my grandfather back to health. I have a lot of women in my family, so I was dealing with a lot of their emotions behind what was going on, plus their lives, you know, and it was just real stressful for me. And I ended up kind of messing up a lot of money. So it stagnated me being able to continuously excel and grow in it. But it was more so temporary. And then once I had the opportunity to take back off, I had kind of got invested into like real estate, and I was doing, you know, some stuff with a construction. I was a project manager of a construction company.
Wow. Yeah, man of many hats. You've been doing a lot of things. And I mean, how long ago does that compare to where you are now? I mean, these past 4 months, starting up with live streaming.
Honestly, I had been dealing with a personal situation where I kind of had been sitting still for a while anyways. So I like I said, when I started streaming, man, the level of love and embrace, man, that I received and the support is unimaginable. And it's extremely humbling for me because, like I said, I come from a jungle, man, and in the jungle, it's not no love, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So for me to be able to experience that at this magnitude, and it to come from the genuine people that it comes from, especially sitting back and witnessing the different things and how different things go within the app, for me to have that, man, to the point where everybody is like almost mad if they can't come and watch it or, you know, mimic it or do whatever it is that they want to do. It's like, man, that's a blessing. You know what I mean? And I'm a person who's honestly deserving of it, because a lot of people can have that platform and be able to express themselves in the same exact manner, and literally it be of content but not of substance. And the thing is, when we're living in a world and we're witnessing what's taking place, and we understand wholeheartedly that this is bigger than us, it's about who's to come after us, then it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like it's safe to say we should be at a place more so consuming ourselves with putting substance out there, giving people, not, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nothing wrong with humor and laughter. That's good for the soul. But at the same time, it's like a building process has to take place.
Mm-hmm.
And what better way than with a platform is as vast as this?
I mean, you said something pretty big there, profound, in that the live stream community or the people on it can become something bigger than yourself. So in what ways do you feel like the community has become something bigger for you? Also, if you can scooch to the side a little bit, yeah, there you go. You're getting covered there. What ways do you feel like the community or the app has become something big?
Is that better?
And then keep going the other way. There you go. Perfect. Yep. So in what ways do you feel like the app has become something a little bit bigger for you?
Honestly, man, it gave me the range of, and I mean, not to say other apps didn't give me the same range, it's just it didn't intrigue me enough. And for this app to be structured, man, this is genius technology right here, honestly. Like, I don't care how many apps is using it, doing it, it's genius. And it's almost like no cap to it. You know what I mean? Like, when I saw this and I understood what it was like my mind, man, my gift in this world is literally, I could take anything in this world. I don't care if it's the phone that we own, this bottle of water, a car outside. I could take anything in this world mentally and, you know, be able to project it and like redesign it and make it better to where it's like more acceptable on a global level versus a regional level. And like, that's literally my gift. So like, when I saw this, my mind just began to work, and it opened my mind to so many different avenues as far as different things that I personally can do to implement within the app and grow myself. But I'm a person who's more about other people, and that's where I found my greatest pleasure. So it's like, man, for me to be able to do the things that I can do within this app and help so many people grow at the same time is, man, words can't even express.
I would say, you know, what would you consider to be an example of it? But it kind of talks for itself, because you are one of the top performers ever already on the app, and you've been here for about 4 months. So I'd like to know, what do you attribute that success to? How do you feel that you're able to grow so fast? What advice do you have to people who would like to try and grow how you did?
Honestly, man, when it comes to reaching pinnacles of growth and success in life, you have to understand, and we have to pull ourselves away from self. Even though you're the person who may reach that position or that plateau, you can't reach that thinking about self. You have to, when it comes to reaching a plateau of success in life, you have to consider other people and genuinely do it. You know what I mean? And when you genuinely do it, man, I'm a person who, man, a lot of people you probably hear say it now, but I'm the person who came to this app saying it, like, man, the love is gonna always overpower the hate. So with that said, it's like, man, engulf yourself in love. You know what I mean? And genuinely care about others. You know what I mean? Don't worry about this person or that person coming back, man. Just keep being a blessing that you are, and it's gonna all come back.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But like I said, when it comes to growing, you have to be willing to trust to an extent as well. And that's one of the things that I really like about this app. It forces people to trust, while we looking at the world promote us not trusting, all the way down to social distancing with the mask. You know what I mean? That's what the world is promoting, and for us to be able to use this platform as a way to rebuild and reestablish that trust. You know what I mean? Like with my family, one of the people ask me all of the time, like, you know, what's the purpose of your family? And I tell them, like, man, to reset the standard of what family is and how it should be handled. And that's on and off the app.
Okay, so I guess kind of how I'm understanding it and what you're saying is that success for you is keeping in mind that you're not the sole reason that you're getting there. It's the people who are backing you.
Undoubtedly. I wouldn't be nothing on this platform. They're the ones who make it all possible.
Right. Well, and that ended up happening too, because you ended up doing very well and placed in the Battle Games tournament, which is, I mean, for any streamer, a major achievement. But you did that within a very short amount of time being on the platform. So with that, I mean, you've achieved top badge, you've achieved one of the top positions within like doing battle games and things like that. So I want to know, what's the next step for you? what's the next goal, you're going to mark in the sand that you want to run towards?
Well, I got quite a few, honestly, man, when it comes to the app alone. But mostly, man, to just put more emphasis on building my family, man, and showing people what that process is like and how important it is in order for you to be successful in this app without you having to, kind of shift the integrity of it in order for you to, achieve like success.
Yeah.
I had a lot of major plans, man. Like one of the things that I was just recently talking to my family about in my stream is, and I'm gonna reach out to the proper order, in regards to making sure everything is good with it. But I'm working on getting clearance from different streamers and stuff for their images and their voice to do an animation. Because I was in my stream kind of watching a movie the other day, and Jim B popped in and he was telling me like, technically we're not supposed to, do it like that or whatever because of the content. So in understanding that, I was like, okay. And then it just kind of came to me like, well, I have, someone close to me who does animations and things like that. So I was thinking like, well, why don't I do like a cartoon of the app? Like literally like different streamers, I get their clearance and I'm going to record their streams, take actual things that's taking place within the weeks on the stream of the streamers that I have the clearance for. And you know what I mean? We're going to implement it like, man, make it really funny, amazing, and set a certain time or 2 days out the week to where I actually show it on my stream because that's my personal content that I would own.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds definitely unique. I've never seen anything like that before. So
that's one of the things, man, that we got planned moving forward. That's, like I said, man, ultimately for the better good of everyone, man. I love to see everybody grow, man, and help people understand that, one, they're not alone. I know what it's like to feel alone in life. And in understanding what that feeling is like, the last thing I want to do is force or not be an aid to someone who is feeling that way. You know what I mean? So I just do what I can, man, to, be impactful, man.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand. Is there anything else that, outside of streaming that you're interested in or that you're passionate about or love to do?
Man, marketing. I'm like an entrepreneurship period. Honestly, like I just like that's my zone, man. I love it. That's me to the T.
An entrepreneur.
I love, man. I love just being able to wrap my brain around situations, man, and no matter what level that it may be at, be able to advance it, take it to the next level, man. That's an amazing feeling, especially when you're doing it at a level where it's responsible for so many people's growth taking place at the same time. Like that's.
Yeah, we all have a role to play as far as building community and helping to establish other streamers and things like that, which was the original purpose of doing this show, was to highlight and talk about other streamers, what they're doing and why people should tune into them. So on that note, Bob, when do you go live? So people want to see you, if they want to favorite you, when do you go live?
I actually don't have like set times that I go live, man. And that's another beautiful aspect of what we've been doing, man, since I came into the app. Every aspect of it is organic. It's raw, like the energy, everything. It's like it's not a planned or you know what I mean? I'm just now beginning to apply structure to my live.
Oh well. Okay. So but you go live about every day, right?
So yeah. I'll be live within the, say I'm in Central, so we'll say like sometimes I get on a little early, but usually I'm live between the hours of like 5 and overnight, honestly.
Yeah, cool. Anything else that you want to talk about that you're passionate about, love doing, that you like to share? Go over.
My hobby, man. My hobbies is fishing, and I love riding horses, man. Horses.
You ride horses? You can ride horses in Chicago?
Yeah. I'm actually an instructor.
You're a horse riding instructor?
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
I mean, it's an amazing experience. Like, the only thing that I used to compare to riding horses was riding a motorcycle. And riding a motorcycle doesn't even compare to riding a horse because just the understanding and like knowing that this is a wild animal tamed to a point where you're able to do what you're doing. And honestly, horses have a lot of personality. So getting to know the horse and things like that is just all amazing. It's an amazing experience and it's very, very relaxing.
Man, that's impressive to me because like for someone like me, the closest I have to horse riding is like knowing the beginning lyrics to Old Town Road or something. I'm like nowhere near. I I would like die if I had to try and ride a horse. What because it's Chicago and is where you're from. You said, how did you even get interested in horses? I would imagine like there's just not the space in a city like.
Well, right
learn
next
about
to
horses.
like Wisconsin, Indiana, so it's farmland around, and Southern Illinois as well. But I would say I had a family member, an uncle, when I was younger, who we would go out and visit, and he had so much land. He had like everything on his land that you could possibly think of. There, man. It was like I always wanted that since I was just a child. And
Yeah.
I got older, and I started moving around the city and different places outside of the city. I just ended up getting in tune with a barn that has an amazing stable of horses, and man, I just
That's really cool. Do you know off the top of your head like any facts or interesting, I don't know, takeaways about horses or horse riding? Or I wouldn't even know where to start really about equestrian.
I mean, honestly, the most important fact there is to know about riding a horse is just getting to a place of becoming one with the horse. And in order for you to do that, just like anything or anyone else in his life, you got to take time to get to know it. You know what I mean? And literally, like people might look at that and think it's crazy, but if you actually take time to experience a horse, they really have personality. They'll fucking communicate with you. I mean, forgive my language, but
No, I mean they're smart animals, so
extremely smart.
Yeah, that's really cool. So you're a horse riding entrepreneur / live stream community builder. That's quite a resume.
Can't forget fisherman as well.
Oh yeah, fishing. Okay, so what kind of fishing do you like to do?
Largemouth, bass, cat. I mean, I like pay lakes. I just the whole sport of it. You know what I mean? When I'm in the sport mode of fishing, I prefer to go to pay lakes because it's constant action. You know what I mean?
What does that mean? Pay what?
A pay lake.
Oh, it's a location.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, I have no idea what pay lake fishing is. It's like a technique where you throw dollar bills on the lake. I don't know. You pay lake. I'm not sure, but I figured it out now. It's a location. Have you ever done deep sea fishing?
No, I haven't.
Deep sea fishing is something that I used to do. I used to do deep sea fishing with my grandpa.
Yeah.
It's
like.
It really doesn't count because they have fishing spots where they know fish will bite. And they drive you out into the ocean and you cast your line down and you wait and then you reel it up and then they unhook it for you. And if it's big enough to keep, you keep it. And if not, they throw it back. It really doesn't count. It's the most. I used to do bass fishing and stuff. I got out of fishing myself because, well, anyway, this is not about me. This is about you. But anyway, the point is, yeah, you're a fisherman. And you're a horse rider. And okay, any other interesting facts that we should know about you before we wrap up?
I'm a person who's genuinely here, man, for the people, man, and the growth and empowerment of them. Because a lot of times throughout life, and even in different platforms, we get robbed of our voices, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
color or none of that shit matters, man.
Okay.
I mean? It's us as people that experience unnecessary things, and ultimately, man, I'm a person who's genuinely here for other people. Like, so if you want to build, you want to get to know some amazing people, man. Some of the most amazing people within this app comes to my stream. So please feel free. You're gonna be welcome. You're gonna be loved on, embraced, man. My family is amazing. All of the women that's floating in these comments now, I appreciate all of y'all being here from the family, even people not from the family, supporters of the family. I just love and appreciate all of y'all, which I know all of y'all already know, but for the people who don't, man, come experience this, man.
Much love. Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, everybody, if you've not favorited Bop, the horse riding, fish filleting, marketing man, I couldn't think of a good one for him. I don't know. Give him a favorite. Check out his live streams. He's a battle streamer. He's going to give you some advice and give you a shoulder and ear to listen to. Bob, thank you so much for coming on, man. I appreciate you.
Nothing but love and respect, bro. I appreciate you, Chris.
Much love, Bob. All right, we'll see you next time. Hey, this is the show, everybody. We do this every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time we bring on 3 guests. This week was definitely a good week. I had so much fun with all 3 guests today. Starting with Blake, who came on, talked about these excellent mango nuts that I guess were there. I don't know. It's some spicy mango nuts. Then was Erica, a real-life love matchmaker, who Jim B stuck around to watch. And Jim B had some hot takes. I don't know. I think, personally, Jim, if someone came in a Meet Me jacket, I think that would be bonus points. That is the fall fashion. Fall fashion is coming up, and I think the Meet Me Letterman jacket would be the look. Also, this is, I'm almost positive I saw this in Paris Fashion Week. I think these were in Paris Fashion Week. I'm not sure. No, okay. Anyway, so make sure to keep checking the top banner for details on this, everybody. Once again, weekend contests. I'll give you more updates on the rundown at Friday at 3 p.m. My name's Chris Casper. Thank you so much for joining. I'll look forward to it. If you have any interest in being on the show, you can always contact me or get at me from my Instagram, which is Chris Casper, spelled like this right here. You can also try and reach me on here, but I promise you, unless it's in a live stream, I'm not going to see it. All right. Much love, everybody. I will see you next time. Take care. Treat each other with respect. Goodbye.